back to the channel, everybody. And today's video tutorial is going to be on Cumberland Gap, the up the neck part. In an earlier series of 3 videos, I covered the down the neck pretty thoroughly. And now we're going to get to this up the neck part. The cool thing about this, it starts up in this, what I call the Earl Scruggs triangle. Okay. And what this triangle is, you've got a ring finger on the 1st string 9th fret, a index finger on the 2nd string 8th fret, and your middle finger's on the 3rd string 9th fret. Let's start with that first measure of the up the neck break. Okay, it's going to be a finger here and a finger there as described previously, and you're going to do a forward roll. It's going to be a 5-2-1, 5-2-1, 2-1, like this. Then you're going to go to the full Scruggsy triangle, and you're going to play an up-down roll or forward-reverse roll using the 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 5th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 1st strings, like this. 2, 3, 4. There's a little trick in here, though, that Earl does. When I first heard it on the video, I thought it was a mistake, and then I saw it in the tablature, so if it was a mistake, it was a pretty good one. You're doing the forward roll, 3, 2, 1, 5, and then before you come back to that 1st string again, he throws in a quick hammer on the 2nd string, 10th fret. Sounds like this. So he hits that hammer between the 5th and the 1st strings, but then right after you hit the 1st string, you have to hit the 2nd string again with this finger off of the fret. So it's kind of tricky. It's in there and it's out of there in a hurry, especially when you're playing up to speed. That's why I thought it was a mistake at first, because when it's going fast, it's hard to tell it's even there, right? And Earl plays it a lot faster than that. So you just hit it and you're gone. The next measure exactly the same as the first measure there. And then the next measure is going to be kind of finish off that four bar part. You can think of this song in chunks of 4 that kind of match up as we did in the previous videos on the break down the neck. So the 4th measure here is going to be pretty straight ahead there. Forward roll followed by a pinch. Let's put those first 4 rolls together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next 4 are very similar to the first 4. You start with this again. The 6th measure is just a simple forward reverse roll. Then you do that again. And now you're almost done with the up the neck part. You've got one more measure that goes like this. It's another forward roll. Now you're throwing the hammer in on the forward roll part. A little bit different. And you still have to take the finger off immediately because you come back to the 2nd string for that 8th fret, which is being fretted by your index finger, right? So we've got the 8th measure again. And you're going to start into a forward roll that's going to get you in the 9th measure, which brings you back down the neck. Let's try those second 4 measures of the up the neck break, measures 5 through 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The ninth measure is best played with the eighth measure. I'll show you how it goes. It's a 9-2 slide, which is really bizarre by itself. But listen to it in the context of the eighth measure coming into it, the preceding measure, and you'll get it. It'll make more sense. 2, 3, 4. By itself, it's but with the eighth measure, it makes a little bit more sense musically. Let's try the first 9 measures, because after that you're back down in this first position and you're repeating a lot of the licks that I went over in the previous down the neck version, the 3 videos of Cumberland Gap that I released a couple of weeks ago. All right, let's try it with the strum machine at 50 beats per minute. Measures 1 through 9 of the up the neck break.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Here we go at 60 beats a minute.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's try 70 beats per minute.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Beats a minute.
1, 2, 3, 4. Beats a minute. We're getting a little fast now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you're coming off of this. Then you go right into. When you're coming off this part, the third time, coming down off the up the neck break, you've got a cool little variation on this. Where he actually starts on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string and you play this forward roll. Sounds familiar, but then you're going to go back and play the 3-2-1 again, forward roll. So it sounds like this. And that 2nd fret of the 1st string is the beginning of the following measure, which continues to go. So these two measures, we'll call it the variation measures, coming off of, are going to be played like this. So it's a neat variation, and it brings you right back into, and that's where the up the neck part ends on the tablature anyway. So I'll put them all together. This would be the last 4 measures, I guess, of the up the neck break after you come back down the neck. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. A little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it with the strum machine. At about, we'll go with 60.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's bump it up to 70, see what it sounds like there. Give you a count in. 2, 3, 4. One more thing, a little bonus section here. If you've heard the up the neck break before, you've probably heard Scruggs playing this. So what that is, you kind of make your triangle, and again, if you're more comfortable without the middle finger on the 3rd string, 9th fret, that's fine. But it has to go there when you come back down. So you can take it off for the choke, but it has to be there when you come back down for the 9th fret, 3rd string. So what are these strings? They're the 2nd and 1st string pinched with your index middle finger. They call it a pinch even though you're not using your thumb. You're going to choke the pinky without moving the ring finger. Perhaps one of the toughest moves you'll ever see if you haven't seen it already. Then you remove your pinky from the 11th fret, and your index is already on the 8th fret. I've tried a lot of different ways of getting around this, trying to do it this way. It just doesn't work. You're going to have to eventually learn to do that choke, I think, with your pinky. And have this Scruggsy triangle there as your foundation to fall back on. So we're pinching and choking. Then we're hitting the 5th string, then the 2nd string, and then the 3rd string. 2nd string again is fretted with your index finger at the 8th fret, 3rd string with your middle finger at the 9th fret. Now the timing on this is difficult also. Listen to it a second here. It's not straight ahead. It's what that equals is 3 measures. Two, 3, 4. What you're doing there at the end, you're sliding your middle finger down from the 9th to the 7th fret. After the choke, you hit the 5th string, 2nd string, and then 3rd string, you're sliding down. So it's going to be, and then you hit your 1st string open, and you have that much time to get down to the hammer-on on the 4th string with the 3rd string played alongside the hammer. And then the ending in the revised edition looks like this. Well, thanks for tuning in. Kind of a tough up the neck break. There's some forms there, shapes, and techniques that you're going to have to work on, particularly with your pinky finger here, right? But you'll see these in other Scruggs songs as well. So good luck with it. We'll see you in the next video. 1, 2.